Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Aquí Lo Escuchaste. Today we got a special guest, my twin, my brother, Reef Hustle, aka Reef Ski, aka Reef Rubble, and
Can't see.
today we're gonna have his story. Hustle,
Yeah.
talk about it, brother.
Peace, peace, peace. Hey, yo, what's up? What's the word? Yo, twin, I can't see you. I want to see your face.
We gonna fix that up. We got the homie
Yeah,
right here, the professor, and we got the homie on my left hand side. Your twin.
Respect.
Yo, Reef, how you doing,
Reef,
bro?
how you doing,
respect,
how you
respect.
doing,
What's
my
good?
brother?
Yo, let's talk
How you doing?
about
Yo, how you doing, manito? Damn it.
¿Qué lo que?
Let's
What's up,
talk
man?
about it, Hustle. Let's
Let's
talk
talk
about
about,
your beginnings, man. When you started, how you I know the story, but we want
yeah,
Dominican Republic to know the story.
That's the
yeah, so,
reason of that interview.
Want to know the
yeah, so,
story, bro?
yeah, so, my name is Reef Hustle, man. Just like P said, Reef Rebel, Reef Ski. I come from the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? I come from the home of hip hop, and I'm happy to be here, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm still rapping, still rocking. We come from the era where we break dance. You know what I'm saying? We DJing, we MCing, we do graffiti. We did all of the elements of hip hop, and I love it so much that I continued on. I was a DJ at first, you know what I'm saying? When I was a kid, 11, 12 years old, me and Pedro, we in the club. You know what I'm saying? 12
At
years
12,
old.
hey, twin, at 12.
At 12
At
in the
12, we
club.
was in the club.
And
Facts.
how is possible?
Hey, we got
I-
the plugs, nigga.
yeah, it's just, it's, back then it's like, us having, us as kids, most of us didn't grow up with no dad. You know what I'm saying? Most of us didn't grow up with no father. So, we pretty much basically raised ourselves. You know what I'm saying? I mean, our moms, what they can do, they can work, but they can do but so much. You know what I'm saying? When you turn a certain age, we were grown men quick. You know what I'm
That's a
saying? We turned
fact.
into grown. So we was in the club. We was in the club 12 years old, man. You know what I'm saying? Like every weekend we in the club, 12 years old,
After
having fun.
dark.
Yeah. Joint after dark on 183rd and Jerome Avenue. But yeah, man. So I just basically come from that element, man. Me and Twin, we come from that element where, hip hop was just that was the birth of hip hop, you know?
All facts.
I
And,
got you.
what they don't know is we were blocks away from Cedric Avenue, where hip hop was born.
Yes, yes, yes. So yeah, we was blocked. We was a, I mean, we lived on Cedric, but we lived further uptown on Cedric. You know what I'm saying? Which is Cool Herc. He lived at 1576 Cedric Avenue.
And
You know what I'm saying?
we was at what 2300? No, that's
2755, 2755, 2769,
yeah.
2767, 2747. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So we was Fordham Road. You know what I mean? We was up that way, and we everybody just adapted the ways of hip hop, man. You know what I'm saying? We made nothing out of something. We made something out of nothing.
That's a
You know?
fact. Twin.
Mm-hmm.
Now to go back a little bit earlier, back up a little some. Talk about your time with the Bounce Squad.
So
Which hold on,
my
twin. They don't know. Probably y'all guys don't know. There was this crew back in the days called the Bounce Squad, who DJ was DJ Doo Wop. That actually for that short period of time they took over the hip hop scene in New York City, and Twin was
that's
part of
a fact.
that.
That's a fact. That's a fact. So, yeah, so I was part of a crew called Bounce Squad, which is a DJ named Doo-Wop. He was big on the scene. You know what I mean? He was like the arch nemesis of DJ Kid Capri, which DJ Kid Capri actually come from my area, which is Kingsbridge. You know what I'm saying? I come from originally from DeVoe in the Bronx, but you know what I'm saying? My whole teenage years was on Kingsbridge. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to my man Kid Capri.
Yes, sir.
So my kid's mom cousin knew Doo-Wop. You know what I mean? And so he just came to me. He was like, "Yo, we starting a new rap crew. You know what I mean? Like, you want to get down?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I get down." You know what I'm saying? When nobody put me down on the block, so I was like, "Yeah, fuck it, I get down and I start rocking with y'all." You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we started off and we started doing that. Shout out to my man Rampage. Shout out to my man Face and all that and Rev Gotti and all of that stuff, man. You know what I mean?
Snagglepuss.
Yes, Snagglepuss. Actually, I wasn't down. I had basically left that circle when Snag got down. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And it really popped off then. You know what I mean? Shout out to my man Snagglepuss. You know what I mean? He legendary. And yeah, man. So you know, I was like one of the original squad members, bounce squad members during that time. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I do come from that. You know, I was a little guy back then. And I learned a lot about being on stage, you know what I'm saying, rocking the microphone. I learned a lot about stage presence and all that good stuff, you know what I'm saying? It was just a lot of practice, man, a lot of practice. So I had a lot of passion for the game.
And talk about your relationship with Cool Kirk. A lot of people uh, underrate Cool Kirk. One of the best in the Bronx. Talk about
Absolutely.
that relationship.
Well, Cool Kirk was actually so my big brother Ron Ski and my other big brother DJ Ron K was basically the pioneers, was one of, you know, a few of the pioneers that was around my neighborhood. And
Facts.
we used to do this place called the After Dark and all of that, man. And you know, Cool Kirk, and there was another gentleman, I can't remember his name, but Cool Kirk and they came from 183rd. From 183rd and Buchanan, between Buchanan and I think Jerome Avenue. You
Hey,
know what I'm saying?
twin.
And
Cool
yo,
Kirk moved to the Bronx to my old apartment.
yeah, that's crazy.
Facts.
Yeah, yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, so yeah, DJ Cool Kirk, you know, he's a legendary DJ. He's a blend DJ. He's also a party DJ, a real fire party DJ. And my relationship with him is like, yo, we basically family, man. But it all started off when him and my big brothers and all of that, you know, they came through and they tried to battle my big brothers and stuff like that. And you know, of course I was the secret weapon. I was probably about 10 years old then.
Yeah,
You know what
they
I'm
didn't
saying?
know about that weapon.
Yeah, they didn't know about me, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, they pulled me out of the bag and I'm in the club, you know what I'm saying, you know, DJing, scratching, doing the transformer. I had everybody going crazy.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
sir.
Oh, but that's how that's how I was formally introduced to Cool Kirk. Of course, Cool Kirk and they all knew who I was because I was, you know, Ron's little brother. So, you know what I'm saying? But me formally, that's how I was introduced to them. But, you know, later on and you know, we just became family. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man DJ Cool Kirk, legendary.
Yes, sir.
183rd. Word.
183rd, that's the word.
And I got question for
Yeah.
Mr. Reeve. Hello, Reeve. It's my pleasure. So because this is our first interview with an international artist, so I
Yes.
want to make sure because I mean you already explained your beginning. You start with a DJ and all of things. We understand that part, but I want to make sure. I mean, who is inspired you? I mean, or who let you know do you have opportunity to be kind of singer? Because you are artist and review your Instagram and review your old pages and also, I mean, what is the the page that you have opportunity to upload your music?
Yeah.
The
Spotify.
Spotify
Another
and
one,
Yeah.
the previous one,
SoundCloud.
SoundCloud, and I see your music right there. So I just want to, and you good. So
Thank you.
and I just want to make sure uh, who inspired you to start in the music. Also, you need to let me know something about Big Pun because
Yeah.
I see you have a good relationship with that one of the those rapper, and I see with Fat Joe and all of things. When you're ready, I mean, I just want to make sure about this history.
Well, my inspiration was actually my big brother,
yes, sir.
DJ. You know what I'm saying? My man DJ Ron K, my other big brother DJ Ron K, and a few others. There was some MCs. Well, around my block actually is crazy because during their time, you know, literally, you know, you had people hanging around, you know, on a block. You had people around the way. You know, you had Slick Rick. You had the Classical too. You had
Rap New Generation.
Raps New Generation. You had a lot of MCs back then, you know what I'm saying, that came from my area. You know what I mean? So I mean, I was inspired by my big brother, Big Ron and Big Ron
Real quick,
Ski.
twin. I just want everybody to be clear. When all this was happening, we was like 12, 11 years old, man.
Yeah, yeah,
To be
yeah.
clear.
And how old are you? And how old are you now, brother?
Oh, I'm old now. I'm I'm
How
I'm,
much?
I'm still young.
You
I
still
know,
young.
no, I know that because I see also in your Instagram you have a healthy life and you
Yeah,
also working on it and put and plus your I mean
Your
your
daily
routine and
routine,
all of
all
things.
things.
So
yeah.
I know that, and I know. So you look more, like Pete. How old are you, Pete? You have right?
Me and him the same age.
For real? Come on, I can't believe
That's a
that.
top secret. Y'all call it.
Yeah,
Y'all say what age we are on the comments.
yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
twin.
Say it.
So let's talk about it.
Let us know how we-
Let's talk about our big pun terror squad gathering when y'all got together. Talk about that.
So one day, first of all, even though I was a street
First
kid,
of all, rest in peace to the legendary Big Pun.
yes, sir. So as a kid, even though we ran the streets, we always went to church. We went to church every Sunday.
That's a
You know,
fact.
as a kid, you know what I mean? And we always kept that tradition. You know what I'm saying? Once untimely things happened, my brother wasn't there, my other brother wasn't around. I still stayed in church. One day, I took my family to church. We in church, and it was actually Father's Day. And that Father's Day after church, I dropped my family off. You know what I mean? And I went to my grandmother's house. After my grandmother's house, I switched up, got dressed and everything, and I just went out. I went out to a club, and I'm coming out the club. When I came out the club, I see this big Benz. You know what I'm saying? And I see Tony Sunshine. So Tony Sunshine is standing there, and he moves out the way, and I see Big Pun and
Hey,
two other.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, Rick Twin.
Yeah,
Uh, Tony Sunshine is someone that we're looking forward to interviewing here because he's now trying to come into the Latin market. So hopefully soon we will have him on this podcast. Continue, Twin.
yeah, yeah. Shout out to Tony Sunshine. And so Tony Sunshine, I asked Tony Sunshine. I said, "Oh shit, that's Pun." So I asked Tony Sunshine. I said, "Yo, tell your man, give me 30 seconds, right?" So he was like, "All right, cool." So he told Pun, he said, "Yo, this guy want to rap for you. Give him 30 seconds so he could do his little rap." So he was like, "All right, cool." So I started rapping, and he was just like, "Oh shit." He's like, "Yo, you dope, man." He said, "Yo, I'm gonna call you tomorrow." You know what I mean? Now during that time, I had to go to work. I was out of the club. I'm late, I'm tired and everything. I'm late for work and everything. And next thing you know, I'm at work and then I get a phone call. You know what I'm saying? And he calls me, he says, "Yo, I want you to come to my house." And I'm like, "Oh shit." You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this dude's a man of his word. So I end up going to his house. You know what I'm saying? And then the rest is history, really. I started rapping. Once I got there, you know, he was just like, "What's up? This is my man, such and such. This is my man." There was a couple of people that was in the room. And then
Wow.
he put in the, he was like, "Yo, let's go." So I was like, "All right, cool." So we end up rapping for about 2 hours. Then after that, he was just like, "Yo, man, I want you to rock with me." You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, "Damn, that's crazy." I'm like, "That's dope." He said, "Yo, I'm about to go away for a little bit. And then when I come back, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna get in the studio, we're gonna start our thing and all of that." So I'm like, "I bet." You know what I'm saying? So that's basically how I met him, was through Tony Sunshine. So I say shout out to my man Tony Sunshine. He got some new fire out as well. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him, man.
Yeah,
Shout out to
So
hopefully
you know,
hopefully we have him here soon.
yeah, so Riff, this is me. This is the homie. I'm actually as a fan. I'm definitely proud of you, bro. Because I mean, the
thank
fact
you.
that you become out of nowhere and have done what you did. I mean, this is just amazing. And me being able to talk with you. I mean, P introduced you when you were here. I mean, I saw you in the club, and it was definitely amazing. And as a fan of Big Pun, bro, I mean, at what age do you met him? Because I mean, you mentioned how it was. I mean, you were in the club. Just give me like 30 seconds, and you were rapping with him. So, at what age was that, homie?
I think I at age that I was, at the age he was.
No, the age
Oh,
you was like 20, less than 20, 20 something.
Yeah, yeah. I was about 20. I was about 20, probably about 22, 23,
Yeah.
24 around that time.
oh, alrighty. And
3.
yeah, well, sounds amazing, homie. And what about? I mean, because we heard a lot of things about Big Pun, like he was struggling with his weight. I mean, even though he looked big, he was not like that big. He was like an average Latino height. He was like, I think he was like your height, like
Five
five
eight.
five eight, five something. So at the time he passed, he was like almost 700 pounds. So
Mm-hmm.
I heard an interview from Frat Joe, who he was saying that he was in with doctors and all of that. They used to help him a lot, but after he came out of hospital, um, the food was talking with him. He was a food addict, so it was impossible for him like to stop like eating, and he ended up like getting more weight. And at the end, I heard also that Fat Joe said that unfortunately he was letting him know like, hey, yo, Pun, you need to lose weight. You got a lot of people that love you, that need you, bro. You need to do this and do that. And at the end, you know that we're humans, and unfortunately, he ended up doing what he was doing. Like he was a food addict,
Well,
unfortunately.
I'll say this, right. Everybody fight their demons.
Right.
Oh
Every
my, that's true. That's
Everybody
true.
has some things that we fight against. You know what I'm saying? And some people may not show it, but we all deal with it. You know what I mean? It was unfortunate that happened, or what happened and everything. But he caught a heart attack, and
You were actually there, right, twin?
yeah, I was there. I was there. You
Oh
know what I
wow.
mean?
And I got a question because um after after that difficult moment, right? So I just want to make sure you never think or thought about to dedicate a music to him about the experience and all of things that you have with him. I mean, I just
Like a
want to
song.
a song to
Yeah.
dedicate to him or
You know
lyrics, something like that.
that that's a good question. Um, Honestly, probably no. I thought about it, but I never wrote it. I
Understood.
never. It was too tough for me to write. Um, I think I would rather
Just talk
talk.
about him.
Yeah, I would rather talk about it in my documentary, or I'd rather talk about it when I get a Grammy. You know what I mean?
Yes,
I
sir.
I,
got you. We
That's
also you did it.
that
We also
sounds
you
sounds
did it.
definitely amazing. But going back, bro. I mean, you mentioned that you were there at the moment. So how was that moment? I mean, I know it was a difficult moment, but if you can like
Shocking. It was
describe
shocking.
something to our audience.
Nah, for me. For me, it was shocking because I didn't think that would happen. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it was young. I mean, he was 29 years old. I mean, it was
Right. The
definitely
odds,
young.
yeah, happening is the odds of it happening was tough. You know what I mean? That it was crazy. I didn't know that that would happen. So I was in shock. I was in shock.
Very difficult.
I was just in complete shock. I just didn't know what to think, how to think, what to do. I was just in complete shock.
Yeah, it was a
Um,
difficult situation, man.
yeah, it was then when I spoke to my kids' moms and I told her that Pun passed away, and then that's when I broke down. You know what I mean? So other than that, I was in shock. You know, I mean, it's still crazy even to this day. It's just crazy, man. I mean, who would have thought?
No, for
I
sure.
didn't. You know,
It happened. No, it's something tragic that happened to that legendary Bronx MC. We always keep him in our hearts and our minds, and his music lives on. So yeah, the love is always going to be there. Can you talk about TBM?
TBM is a crew. It's called Talk About Money. I always say talk about making it. You know what I mean? And when I talk about making it is, making it in life, overcoming your adversities, overcoming the pressures, and overcoming the things that you might go through, to get through, certain things. And then after that, your passion, then comes the money. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
So TBM stands for talking about money. So my man Fred the Godson, who's a
God bless the
legendary,
dead.
yeah, blessings to my brother Fred the Godson, was a legendary MC in the Bronx. We also have a studio, TBM Studios, in the Bronx. So TBM was a crew that I later on joined. I was introduced to Fred by a mutual friend of ours. You know what I mean? And from there, I didn't realize that we both knew a lot of the same people. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, we started talking, and we just got cool. It was crazy because he reminded me of Pun. So since he reminded me of Pun, it was weird. It was weird. So
Yeah,
I
yeah,
really
yeah,
felt,
clicked right away.
yeah, we clicked right away, and I just felt that it was a calling for me to even be around him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? it was a calling for me to be around him because I mean, as a lot of people know, he passed away as well. So what is the odds that two people of of a person encountering of passing away? You
Two
know what I
great
mean?
MCs on top of that.
Two, yeah, two great MCs on top of that. You know what I mean? So, TBM is a flag that I will always rep. Big Pun is always a flag that I will always rep. And my loyalty is there. You know what
Yes,
I'm saying?
sir.
My loyalty is there, and
Yes, appreciate it.
just I'm a man of loyalty. I'm a man of principles and morals. You know what I'm saying? So, my my loyalty, my love, and those flags right there, they'll forever be in my heart. You know what I'm saying?
A quick question: what's going on with TBM now? If you know.
So TBM now, you got my man Fat Boy Izzo, which is a dope artist as well. He got some
Yeah,
dope music and
we gotta bring Izzo here too, man.
yeah, hopefully he could, yeah, he could definitely get on here. So he got a lot of music coming. He actually had a record with him and A Boogie called Come On. It actually was a hit record, but the crazy thing was I'll let him tell you story, but crazy thing was that record became a hit when he got locked up right before the record became a hit. You know what I'm saying? So that shit was crazy. But we got that. We got my man Block Forever. You know what I mean? He's another dope MC. He's out there in Orlando and he's doing some dope music out there as well. So, we all spread it out and we all work in this independent game because the independent game, you can do whatever you want.
Yes, sir.
We nobody else. You can do whatever you want. So we all basically holding up our legs and everything. So, when it's time to form Voltron, we will form Voltron and we do form Voltron. And when it's time to if one win, we all win.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
I've been talking about this with
It's
you
not,
on the side, like get that tour together, city to city, state to state, man. Y'all guys in TBM, y'all could do it. You know what I'm saying?
But
yeah, definitely.
I got question. TBN is
Hold on.
a studio that he make music previously.
No, the name of the studio is TBM. The name of the crew is TBM. The reason why they put T into the studio because that's the crew. That's Izzo, Fred, Reef, and who else? Hustle,
Block Forever.
Block Forever,
Don the Vet,
Don the
This is
Vet.
the whole crew
That's
already.
the whole crew. So what they did was they opened
yo,
up a studio for them to record their music. You know what I mean?
Okay, I got you. And actually, Mr. Reeve, I just want to make sure because you still make music. I just want to know what is your, I mean, process to create the new song and all of things. I mean, because now, I mean, Big Pun, the
Fred.
owner, I mean, Fred is the name, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is not uh, around you.
yeah.
So, but I want to make sure. I mean, now when you're ready to make music, what is your, I mean, process
Inspiration.
or routine?
Well,
What you do to make those kind of uh, playlists at this point?
it's my family. My family inspires me. You know what I mean?
Got you.
My family inspires me. But I've been doing music so long that I could just automatically, like, if I hear a beat, like I automatically know what to write to it. You know what I'm
Got
saying?
you.
I already write. So I'm really musically inclined. You know what I'm saying? And
Got you.
I always loved to write. I always loved to write, and I always loved music. I love all kind of music. You know what I'm
Excellent.
saying?
Excellent.
Yeah, and a quick question, Drift, because I see that you have a lot of albums, bro. I mean, how do you make those albums, homie? Because I mean, I see that you have Solid, Sneaker Box, and For a
Yep.
Reason. I mean,
Yep.
that album For a Reason. I was listening to that album last night, and it was just amazing, bro. Because I heard about Sneaker Boxes, and also Deshaun told me about it, and I was hearing, and it was definitely phenomenal. I mean, as a fan. And bro, you're a tough rapper. You're
Thank
definitely
you,
a
bro.
good one. Yeah, for
Thank
sure. So how do you do those albums, bro? Because it's a bunch of albums for real.
So, you know, everybody has an idea, and it's all through imagination. But my imagination is reality. You know what I
True.
mean?
That's true.
So so whatever I picture myself, or where I picture myself, I'm going to be there. You know what I mean?
Got
So
you.
I picture myself with a theme. I come up with a theme. It just it's it's God's gift, man. I come up with a theme.
That's
Next
right.
thing you know, I start writing.
Not
Next thing you
everybody
know,
can do that for sure. Not everyone. Not
yeah,
everyone.
And by the way, I just want to make sure when you come back to Dominican Republic.
Oh, that's coming soon.
that's coming. That's coming soon. I
You
need
gotta you
to.
gotta record a dembo or something.
Of course, you need to do this.
We
To
could do
make
a
that
dembow. We
dembow,
do everything.
you know
Yo,
dembow, right?
listen, my brother
That's my.
could take any beat and rock on that beat. He's gonna hear the beat. You give him the beat and give him 30 minutes after that. It's over.
Yep. Yep. That's a.
And also shout out to Deshaun Paris. I know he said the
Deshaun, what
podcast.
up?
Deshaun
Yeah.
Paris. God bless you, my brother. Take care.
Yo,
Listen,
shout.
real quick, let's
shout
go to what you're doing now. Your next album, um, when that's coming out. Let's talk about that.
All right, check it. So I got an album about to come out February called War 2, War 24. I call it War 24, but it's War 2. It's basically WAR stands for What About Reef. You know what I mean? And it's really What About Reef Hustle. And I'm about to have some real dope stuff on there. It's gonna be a conceptual album, so I'm gonna have a lot of substance, and I'm gonna be talking. I'm a dedicated record to my mother, but this is not only my mother.
Hey,
There's a lot of mothers out there. You know what I mean? I'm a
That's right.
dedicated record. I'm a dedicated record to the ladies. I'm also dedicating records to the struggle and where I come from and how we grew up, and how hard it is out here from back then up to now, and how serious it is out here, and that we use music as our scapegoat, to get away from certain things and also to learn and build off of. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that one is gonna be called War 24. What about Reef? It's gonna be really dope. You know what I'm saying? I got dope producers on there. I can't wait for y'all to hear it, man. I cannot wait for y'all to hear it.
Yeah,
But yo,
the public is waiting for that, Hustle.
yes.
when you release this album, Mr. Reef.
This will be in March, in the beginning of March of
Next year,
24.
right?
Yeah.
That's the end of first quarter.
Yep.
Sounds great.
2024. Yep.
Reef, bro, another quick question. As a fan, once again, I'm definitely a hip hop fan and a rap fan as well. So I just want you to drop up like at least the 5 best rappers
Ah,
of all
damn.
time.
Listen, it's
Of
gonna
all
hold on.
time.
See, now it's gonna be a problem
I know.
because
This-
me and him had this debate, and
This
it's
is a
gonna be a
debate.
problem. Go ahead,
All
twin.
time, of all time.
Yo, listen,
Go ahead,
listen.
twin.
I'm
From an
yeah,
MC view, because you're an MC.
I'm gonna gi-
homie.
I'm gonna give y'all my 5, right?
Of
And
course.
then I freeze, right?
Alrighty.
Perfect.
My 5. KRS-One.
Hold on, that's
Nah.
from top is number 1.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah. KRS-One, Nas, Jay, Big, Pun. It's a
That's
couple
5.
more.
You got
But
five
that's fine.
ready.
Okay.
Yeah, but
I'm
but
a-
it's not. It's actually all not in. It's not all in order. There's no particular order.
No particular order. Alrighty.
Now, my list: J, Big, Nas, Cube, KRS-One.
Yeah,
It's kind of interesting.
And it's
that-
hard for me not to put Slick Rick.
yeah. It's top 5 is not enough, but
Nah, it's
yeah,
not
Cube.
enough.
Yeah,
not
Cube
enough.
is definitely, and Slick Rick is definitely one. Kane
The
is
best
definitely one. G-Rap.
storyteller in hip hop history.
Yes, that's a fact. That's a fact.
That's true.
Yo, so listen, right? I got the album in March, War 24, right? I got that joint coming out. So please, you know what I'm saying? The whole DR, man, shout out to
course.
Omina. Shout out to the whole
Los Minas
DR.
City.
Los Minas City.
Yeah. You know what I
Before
mean?
you
Shout
go,
out to,
twin, I just want everybody to know that you also have other content in Instagram, which is about your health, working out. Before you go, touch up on that, how that's so important to you, health and eating right and working out.
yeah, so ever since a kid, I always worked out, you know what I'm saying? And I
Whoa,
I
whoa,
realized
whoa, whoa. Remember, I was the one that brought the workout in the neighborhood.
yeah,
It's a
that's
fact.
a fact. Yeah, yo, so when my twin
Oh
when my
my
twin
God.
my twin had a little, as in high school, you know what I'm saying? He got locked up in.
We just want to give thanks to Reef Hustle coming through to our podcast. the
Respect.
professor, the homie. Until next time, brothers. See ya.
Thank you.
Respect. God bless.
Que lo escuchaste.
Ha.